So basically, I was resting. I literally just woke up like 1 or 2 minutes ago, and I happened to see this setup on USD JPY. Today's Thursday, the fourth day in the week, and I was hoping, feeling like I shouldn't do too much this week because this week has been good already. I hope I don't mess it up. But damn, shit! Look at this shit right now. I don't want to be I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to be emotional or rush into a trade or whatever. But damn. So I took a sale now because it closed below that fair value gap. I don't know if you see the fair value gap. But anyways, that's your problem. So let's see what my stop loss is. My stop loss is not so much. I'm grateful for that. If it goes back properly, like a proper retracement, I'll put in another position. But for now, let's just done. So still around the beginning part. Still around the entry. Nothing crazy has happened yet. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Sometimes it's crazy how we just wake up and I'll just find some setups and I'll just go in. Before I used to do it and I used to think like maybe I was emotional or being crazy or being illogical, irrational, whatever the word is. But sometimes it just makes sense. Bro, no risk, no Ferrari. Let's see what it's looking like. Yeah, let me just put in one more position, one more sell around that level. So around probably just go like 3K. I don't know, I don't care. Oh shit, a little bit close to 4K. Please don't take me out. Don't take me out. So this was going to happen. This is going to be a perfect example of should you stick to the plan even if you find a really good setup, or you should remain unbiased. Doesn't matter if it's a bunch of loss or a bunch of wins, just remain unbiased and take a really good setup when you find it. So it's not about being emotional now, it's not about being crazy or whatever or nothing. I had the thought already before I slept that this thing came to a fair value gap and wanted to dump to sell side, right? And it only made sense that it went to generate liquidity around that area. So I knew we are still bearish. If price go back there, it is definitely going to sweep that high like a soup. They are going to dump, and that's going to be like a making sense trade. That's what I thought, and it did that. So I decided to just go in. So it's not even like I just saw it and I said, no, it was a hey, English won't kill me. It was a thought that I thought about. It was I say a thought. So it was basically a setup I thought about before going to bed, right? And it only made sense that we were dumping to sell side in the first place. So why not just complete your move? Though I'm still very skeptical because I don't know. Price do normally always get to the low of the low, if you know what I mean. When I say low of the low, this was an uptrend. Okay, I think it's better if I show you on the chart instead, on this chart instead. I think it's better if I show you on this chart instead. Just only 15 minutes. So there was an uptrend like this, and when price is dumping, most of the time it won't get to like the low of the low. But I was expecting price to come to this confluence, this fair value gap down here, to draw towards this fair value gap down here. So I would only imagine that this whole setup would complete by taking out the sell side. That's my thoughts. So I'm trying to remain unbiased and not go crazy or do nothing. So this is still 1 hour, right? What I would expect to see is for price to close. We have 6 minutes more below this other block. Here, this higher time frame other block. Normally, I wouldn't put that there, but it would only be sweeter if it's respecting weak confluences. Like weak confluences that support your move. So this is my higher time frame other block. I'll go ahead and delete that. So if price, this current candle in the next 5 minutes closes below, I just start dumping or closes as a bearish candle, that would be sweet. I'm going back to 15 minutes. Okay, you can see the fair value gap too that I'm working with. So yeah, go back to 15 minutes. I love this candle dump, but then again, this is a bunch of up close candle, and this area might be a problematic level. Anyways, it is what it is. I don't enter. What we can do is wait for the outcome. So yeah, you will learn from this one, sir. You will learn from this one. This is life. You will learn from this. So basically teaches you to either, if you've had enough wins and you see a really good setup, even though you are not biased or you've planned it before, don't take it. Keep your money. Or just treat it like another Tuesday. Find a really good setup, regardless of if you arrive for the week or for the day or for whatever. Still follow the plan and try to stick to it.
Then this was you?
No.
Harvey? You're not lying.
Nope.
Does this mean that you and I are good?
No. Not yet.
Wait, don't go. We're back.
Okay, so if you don't know, this is currently what's time? 3:08, around 9 a.m. New York session, and this is the second entry for UJ. The first one took me out. Let me just show you the setup. My bad. So this was the first setup. This was the first set of this one. So you can see the moment price came down, broke through all these lows, I break even. I said break even. Then it came around, took out my break even, which would have taken out my stop loss. Then I waited for the bigger picture. What was the big? I knew I was supposed to go to the downside, right? What I did is I just used this whole range, and I'm using OT as my bearish confluence. Then from there, all I did was go down and took a sell setup on the 5 minutes time frame. Don't mind the network. Network is crazy. So I currently took this short on the 5 minute, and hopefully it goes well. So it was 2 trades, 2 entries. This was the first entry, and you can see the first entry after price broke through this leg here. Let me go to 5 minutes. So after price broke through this leg, I set break even through this leg because price is not supposed to go back again. So my entry was around this area. So it was around there I set break even around this place here. So price came back and tapped me out for about minus 200 or so. Then I got in again around this time, around 8 o'clock. Got in around this area here. So I got in around 9 o'clock actually. I got in around 9 o'clock. So what I did, I had to go back to the higher time frame. Then I used this range that was created a day before, from this high to this low. You can see our OT lined up perfectly around this area. So once price tapped it, reacted off from it, I knew it was going to be a good move. So I positioned myself for it. Go ahead and take this away. At the point, this didn't really matter. I was just using it as a guide that price may decide to come back for the inversion favor that. So if it did, we shouldn't be going above the inversion. Even if we went above, well, basically I knew price shouldn't go so much behind again. So once price came back, broke through this leg, boom, down here, changed the state of delivery, and tapped it exactly. So that was my entry. Then I mentioned something before that most of the times when price is really dumping or really pumping after breakout from a trend, we may not get to the low immediately, or before we get to the low, we reverse. You can see that's what's happening here, but this is more or less an accumulation phase.
but that's story or trade for another day. What I did was enter here, then I was looking at this level that see this set of up close candle can serve as an order block, so I decided to take out full profits here. I think around 1 to 2, probably like 5 or 6k sha. So I just took out my profit from this place, and yeah, you can see price didn't even go far again. I just started reversing. So that was the trade for that. So I'll show the screenshots, and that was all for Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see in another video. Peace.